Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Uncommon Sense with Jose Negro. Now, for the benefit of those of you who are not familiar with this channel or with this channel for the very first time, the reason why it is called Uncommon Sense because here on this platform we discuss everyday issues where we try to reach logical solutions, but not everyone uses logic. So for that reason, it is called Uncommon Sense. I want everybody know that I'm currently live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. I also need to let everybody know that the subscriber mode has been enabled. What that means is the following. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, and if you wish to enter a comment in the chat, you need to subscribe to the channel. um, and that's something that could be remedied immediately. First of all, I want to give a huge shout out to all those who have already subscribed to the channel. And thank you very much for all the love and support that all of you have given me. Whether you've been a supporter since the beginning or you just became a supporter last week, I appreciate all of you just the same. I also want to give a huge shout out to all those who follow me on social media. And I also want to give a huge shout out to all those who allow me to enter into your devices. So, what I'm going to ask you to do is the following. Um, ask you to please subscribe, like, and hit the bell notification to all. So, therefore, whenever I do produce content, you will have the opportunity to either catch it live or catch it on the playback. So, as you can see, the topic for tonight is how to fight low self esteem. But before we get to the main topic, there's a couple of things that we have to resolve. Okay. Um, First of all, we're going to be discussing um, another what the heck this is moment. Just one moment. Now, who is hello? Hello? Now, who is the recipient of the what the heck this is moment? It is no more or no less than our friends Hybrid Vigor and Mulatto Vanguard. Okay. And I thought I was going to be able to avoid talking about these two individuals, but lately they've been uh, posting videos regarding another YouTube creator called The Future is Golden, making a lot of false accusations, like she's a sex worker, that she's a lesbian, etc. We're talking about an individual who is an MGN, which is multi-generationally mixed, who has a YouTube channel who produces a very productive content. Unfortunately, some people don't like that. So they've been engaged in a smear campaign against the Future is Golden, not only against the Future is Golden, also regarding Golden Goddess and multiracial movement. Okay, calling them a whole, all sorts of nasty names. Now, I find it interesting, these two who love to talk about getting the receipts regarding any accusations. My question is to Hybrid Vigor and Mulatto Vanguard. Where are your receipts to prove that the Future is Golden is a sex worker? Okay, that's all I got to say after that. If you're on, you have two choices: either produce the receipts so everyone can see and it could be verified, or shut up. Okay. Now, for two people who are so concerned about the mulatto spear and talking about fighting for the rights of mulattoes, I'm sorry, but both of you are giving a very poor representation of your community. See here we have a comment from Early. Good evening. I'm doing fine. Thank you very much. And thank you for stopping by. I'm just bringing up the speed regarding negative a peanut gallery known as Hybrid Vigor and Mulatto Vanguard. And again, I'm going to say this again. If you're going to make accusations, produce the receipts. If you fail to produce the receipts, then your logical course of action is to cease talking about it. Okay? Because you don't know the damage that you're causing a person's reputation. Why and why? Simply because you're upset with her content. You're upset because she's producing content that people actually enjoy, and all you do is action videos. I mean, that's in my book, that's being weak and that's being pathetic. And that's all I'm going to say on that subject. Now, another thing I'm going to share is actually some information. And this is pertaining to New York City and New York City, as far as New York City employees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can. Okay, I'm going to try to share my link. Okay, my screen. Hopefully, my computer will cooperate. So it's what I'm going to do is I really need to get a new computer to get this. Okay. Well, this is an announcement that was made by our mayor, Mayor Eric Adams. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read to you um, the article. Mayor Eric Adams 19 vaccine mandate for city employees will be lifted this week. Open up another public fire for refusing to get the shot won't be automatically get their jobs back. Adam said, okay, just give me a moment. Said 780 employees fired for refusing to approve of that. To reapply for positions with their. These workers include police officers, firefighters, teachers, hired not be compensated for of suit. And the article states, we're assuring to have back pay for all members that were put on leave without pay. One of the litigations is that it was illegal. It was a punishment that wasn't given due process said James McCarthy, president of the Uniform Fire Okay. Uh, I apologize. I'm going to try to share my screen one more time. If not, uh, okay, I'm just going to read the article because my computer is acting up. Um, um, so I'm just going to read to the next paragraph. The union sued saying public employees were unfairly singled out. Labor lawyer John Bell told CBS 2 that they may have a hard time back pay. He believes they may act within the law. I recognize that it's unfair and it seems that way, but the city of New York is a public its employer just like private sector employee, and their laws don't exactly that. So I'm just going to park it here. So my take in the situation, and my take is the following. Um, those of you who have known me um, ever since the beginning of this versus whatever, my message has been the same, which is the following. Any concerns that you have in regards to COVID 19, you ought to do the following. Go see your primary care physician. Ask that person questions regarding all the symptoms, all the issues, and what are the side effects, if any, regarding getting the job. And then based on that information, you decide the course of action to take. Okay? If you decide not to get vaccinated for whatever reasons, do whatever you can to limit your exposure to COVID 19 and also be prepared to take consequences of those actions. However, one of those consequences should not be that you got terminated. Okay, being that we was dealing with a great many unknowns. So that being said, what we're going to do now, just give me a moment. We're going to get into the main topic. For tonight is how to fight low self-esteem. Okay. Many of us are fortunate in the sense that we have a healthy self-esteem and we value ourselves and we have a great deal of self love for ourselves and what have you, and we see ourselves as people who matter, who people who deserve to be loved, who people who deserve to be respected. Okay. That being said, there are always people who have had issues with low self esteem. Okay. And that could be because of many factors. It could be factors as far as your childhood, it could be regarding failures in your romantic life or your productive life, uh, or it can seem like you've been faced with failure after failure after failure, and after a while, you start to doubt yourself as far as what you are able to do, which creates low self-esteem. Okay, and to be honest, we all have to do that at one in our lives. For some of us, lifelong struggle. It could be because when we measure ourselves against our peers, um, we don't appear to measure up very well. So those are the yeah, self-esteem runs rampant among some mixed community as well. You're absolutely correct. I could have just as easily have discussed this on Golden Spirit Folk, and maybe I will. Maybe I will discuss it because it is a sad fact that people have to deal with that subject. Now, okay, now my computer is acting up again, so I'm not going to be able to share it. What I'm going to do is the next best thing. Okay, which is I'm just going to go to my handy dandy app, and then I'm just going to read to you. Just give me a moment. Okay, no, just bear with me, please, because uh, okay, so but it is true that it is okay. It is a serious issue in the enzyme. Okay. Just give me a moment because my okay. So what I'm going to do is okay. You know what? Let me just close this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share an article. Uh, and it's from a website called Very Well Mind. Okay, and it talks about certain signs existing. Okay, of low self-esteem. Okay, so let's read. Okay, excuse me, because closes. Uh, Self-esteem refers to a person's overall sense of self-value. It's essentially the opinion of yourself. Your self-esteem can encompass a range of factors such as your sense of identity, self-confidence, feelings of competence, and feeling of belonging. Self-esteem is more than just a general liking yourself, believing that you deserve love, and valuing your own thoughts, feelings, opinions, and interests and goals. It can also play a role in how you allow others to treat you. Having self-esteem is not only impacts how you feel about and treat yourself, also even affect your motivations to go after things you want in life and your ability to develop healthy, supportive relationship. It plays an important role in a variety of areas in life, which is why having low self-esteem can be such a serious problem. Now, these are the signs of low self-esteem. While not a mental illness, poor self-esteem can affect a person's thoughts, emotions, and patterns of behavior. Sometimes its signs can be fairly apparent. Other times, its low self-esteem symptoms are much more subtle. Okay. For example, some people with low self-esteem talk negatively about themselves, while others go out of other people are pleased with them. In either case, a lack of personal worth and value can have a negative impact on life and wellness. Some common signs of low self-esteem I'm just going to give you some examples to look forward to. Look forward to. Uh, Poor confidence. People with low self-esteem tend to have low self people with low self-confidence tend to have low self-esteem and vice versa. Low self-esteem can play a role in causing a lack of confidence, but poor confidence can also contribute to a worsens a person's self-esteem. Being confident in yourself and in your abilities allow you to know that you can rely on yourself to manage different situations. This self-trust means that you feel comfortable and confident navigating the many different things you might encounter in life, which can play an important role in your overall well-being. Finding ways to gain confidence in yourself and your abilities can be helpful. Practicing new skills is one tactic you might try. This may even help reduce feelings of anxiousness as we just connect and lack of confidence with higher anxiety levels, especially when under stress. Okay. The next, the next thing to consider is lack of control. People who have low self-esteem often feel that they have little control over their lives or what happens to them. This can be due to a feeling that they have little ability to create change in themselves or in the world because they have an internal locus on control. They're powerless to do anything different. fix their problems.
Research has found that situations where people have little control over what happens, having higher self esteem can help relieve some of the negative effects of this loss of control, which ultimately benefits mental health. Another thing to look forward to is negative social comparison. Social comparison can sometimes serve as a positive function and enhance a person's sense of self. But comparing yourself to others can damage self esteem. People with low self esteem may be more likely to engage in what is known as upward social comparisons or comparing themselves to people they think they're better than themselves. Social comparison isn't always bad. For instance, these comparisons can be a source of information and inspiration for improvement. When people are left with feelings of inadequacy or hopelessness, however, it can inhibit self esteem. Social media can play a role in such comparisons, contributing to low self esteem. If you often compare yourself unfavorably to people on social media such as Facebook and Instagram, your self esteem may take a hit.
Another concern, and I see here we have Molata in the chat. Good evening. Thank you very much
For stopping by.
Okay. Now, another when it comes to
Low self esteem is problems asking for what you need. Okay. When a person has low self esteem, they may struggle to ask for what they need. Trouble asking for what they need can be caused by feeling embarrassed, or you might feel that the need for assistance and support is a sign that you are incompetent. Because their self regard is low, someone with low self esteem might feel that they don't deserve help. They don't prioritize their own desires, so they struggle to assert themselves when they are in need. Okay. Another issue is worry and self doubt.
Magic, the link is in the chat if you wish to join the panel. If not, I understand.
Um,
Worry and self doubt.
Even after making a decision, people who have low self esteem often worry that they made the wrong choice. They doubt their own opinions and may prefer what others think instead of sticking to their choices. This can lead to a great deal of second guessing and self doubt. This makes it harder for people with low self esteem to make decisions about their lives.
Another factor
Is trouble accepting positive feedback. A 2017 study published in the Journal of Social Psychology found that low self esteem is directly correlated to not being able to accept or capitalize on compliments from others. Positive feedback is often met with suspicion and distrust. Complimentary words do not align with their beliefs about themselves, so people with self esteem issue may feel that the other person is being flippant or even cruel. Because they don't have a positive opinion about themselves, people who have low self esteem find it difficult to accept compliments
from others.
Another factor sign of low self esteem is negative self talk. Low self esteem causes people to focus on their flaws rather than their strengths. Rather than to build themselves up with positive self talk, they always seem to have something negative to say about themselves, engaging in negative self talk instead. When people with low self esteem often blame themselves, they find fault with some aspect of whether it's their appearance, their personality, or their abilities.
Another thing to consider if um, you have low self esteem, the fear of failure.
Because they lack confidence in their abilities, people with low self esteem doubt their ability to achieve success. Because they feel failure They tend to either avoid challenges or give up quickly whether really try. This fear of failure can be seen in behaviors such as acting out when things go wrong or looking for ways to hide feelings of inadequacy. People with low self-esteem might make excuses, blame external factors, or try to downplay the importance of the task. Another thing to consider if you have low self-esteem is poor outlook. Low self-esteem can cause people to feel that there is little chance that the future will be any better than the present. These feelings of hopelessness can make it hard for people with low self-esteem to engage in behaviors that will bring positive change in their lives. Self-sabotage is a common way of coping with such feelings. By finding obstacles to prevent success, people with low self-esteem are able to find something else to blame for not achieving their goals or finding greater levels of happiness in their lives. Okay. Here's another thing, that might indicate whether or not you do have issues with low self-esteem, which is lack of boundaries. The ability to establish children with caregivers who show them that they are respected and valued are better able to create good boundaries in adult relationships. They're also more likely to have more positive view of themselves in general. People with low self-esteem have difficulties um, setting boundaries with others. They may feel guilty or feel that people will stop liking them if they try to establish or maintain a boundary. A lack of healthy boundaries can create problems with others when others don't respect the person's space or time. The lack of respect not only adds to the person's stress levels, but also makes them feel less valuable. Another issue that people have with those who have low self-esteem is trying to please others. People pleasing is another common symptom with low self-esteem. In order to gain external validation, people who don't feel good about themselves go above and beyond to make sure that others are comfortable and happy. Pleasing others involves neglecting their own needs. The person with low self-esteem winds up saying yes to things that they may want to do and feeling guilty about saying no. Okay. Now, I'm just going to share with you the impacts of low self-esteem. Research suggests that these are numerous effects of low self-esteem. For instance, low self-esteem to mental health issues, including anxiety, eating disorders, emotional distress, internet condition, pain disorder, risky behavior, social anxiety disorder, substance abuse, stress. Low self-esteem may even play a role in the development of certain mental health conditions such as depression. Research has also shown that people with low self-esteem are more likely at risk of suicidal thinking. Okay, now I'm just going to share the following. If you're having suicidal thoughts, contact the National Suicide Prevention Hotline at 99988 assistance from a trained counselor. If you or a loved one are in immediate danger, call 911. Okay. Another effect of low self-esteem is that you might find it more difficult to achieve your goals and form healthy, supportive relationship. You might get more sensitive criticism or rejection. When someone with high self-esteem is likely to be able to shake off negative feedback. Someone with poor self-esteem might take it more personally. It can also make people with self-esteem issues feel more likely to give up when faced with challenges or obstacles. Research has found that people with low self-esteem often engage in behavior actions such as acting sad or sulking or used to garner support from others. Unfortunately, these behaviors tend to backfire. Instead getting the support and encouragement that they desire to help boost their self-esteem, the person often ends up generating negative reactions from other people. And just like to acknowledge the fact that there's currently 7 people watching this stream. Okay, and anyone wishes to make a comment um, in the chat, you can do so. Now, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna talk about the causes of low self-esteem. What causes low self-esteem in some individuals? Several factors could play a role, some of which include brooding or being preoccupied with dark and sad memories or thoughts, engaging in negative self-talk or self-criticism, having a mental disorder, low levels of resilience, maladaptive coping skills, rumination or obsessively thinking about one thing. Some studies connect high amounts of social media use. One that social media in general doesn't always have this effect. Instead, it's more a matter of the purpose behind its use. Specifically, social media can have negative impacts if it is used as a way to measure your popularity or likelihood. But you can use social media to share your interests like minor individuals. Its impact can be more positive. Physical health and appearances are additional factors for contributing to low self-esteem. For instance, one study found that having missing teeth or untreated dental decay can contribute to self-esteem. So now we're going to be talking about coping with low self-esteem. Building or fixing low self-esteem often takes time, but these are things that you can do to help your well-being. Focus on hopeful thoughts. Spend a little time each day focusing on positive, hopeful thoughts. Notice the little things that you are good at and allows yourself to feel proud of them. Also, think about the times in the past when you made through something really difficult. Remind yourself that even though you may not feel your best right now, you have the ability and strength to get through it. Care for yourself. People with low self esteem can sometimes leave you feeling that you don't deserve care or consideration. Work on reminding yourself that you need care and look for things that you can do to show kindness to yourself, no matter how small they may be. One, and I see here we have Denise. Long time no see. Denise, topic for tonight is how to fight low self-esteem. Okay. Yes. Hit the like button, everybody, because we're sharing a very important topic. Okay. Okay. One way to practice self care is to spend time doing something that you enjoy. Go for a walk, chat with a friend, or engage in a hobby. Caring for yourself also involves regularly making time to rest and relax, giving your body and mind time to recoup and regroup. Okay. Okay, and I see here the best way to ignore your feelings is do the best you can. Okay. Um, I don't know if you're able. Okay, just give me a moment because my computer is acting up. I don't know if you're able to join the panel, but if you can, I really would appreciate it because I know, Denise, that you have discussed a great deal regarding mental health. Okay. Investing in your own care and comfort isn't an indulgence or reward you have to earn. It's absolutely vital to both your physical and mental health. Okay. Another thing that you can do to help you is to get outside support. Okay. If you have low self-esteem, it might be share your struggle with someone who offers
unconditional support.
this might be a friend or a family member. It can also be a healthcare provider, therapist, teacher.
Or collection. Okay. All right. Well, all right. No problem. Uh, it would have been great. Really know this, but you know, you can always, but you can always share from the chat. And Magic, you are correct. Okay. uh, Support is very important. Now, I have made no secret of the fact that I'm currently undergoing therapy to deal with the issues that I have been dealing with. And I that I'm a better person today than what I was last year. I still have some issues that I have to address, but right now I'm currently addressing those issues with the help of my therapist.
Now, having a network of caring people who value you and want you to value yourself can be beneficial to help you work towards improving
Your self esteem.
Now, the next point is how to build self esteem. If you're dealing with low self esteem, there are several things that you can do to help improve how you feel about yourself. Notice your thoughts. Start paying attention to automatic thoughts each day. When these negative thoughts take hold, work on actively identifying cognitive distortions such as all or nothing thinking and jumping to conclusions. Then replace these distortions with more positive thoughts.
Now, the next thing is forgive yourself. And I see here Matt J has a point. Some people help build your self esteem, and others try to tear it down when you're gonna be around people who want to who want you to be the best you can be. Yeah. Okay. And Irby said, Denise, I can you should okay, what okay, I know okay. Denise, you can I can you should come up with the topic to take off wrapper and see what the family can. Okay, all right. And she's taking a break from the platform family. Okay. Well, you know what, Denise, I understand. I just want you to know that you've been missed by many people, including this Josiah father. But you have to do what's best for yourself and and, and actually considering some of the shenanigans that happen in here, YouTube streets, that may be the best thing for you to do.
If you tend to ruminate over your mistakes or failures, learn to forgive yourself and move on. Doing so can help keep you focused on the things you can do better in the future instead of the negative things that have happened in the past.
And I see here, yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes you need to take a break. Sometimes you need to take a break from from time to time. Okay. And another thing that you can do that to help you is practice self acceptance. Let go of the idea that you need to be perfect in order to have value. If this is how you feel, it can help you to work on accepting who you are today. Okay. Self acceptance does not mean that you don't have goals or things that you might want to work on changing. But it's important to recognize the worthy of love and esteem from yourself and others exactly as you are right now. Now, the next thing that we need to do, to, okay, and I see here we have another comment. Yes, fam is the first. Okay. Yeah, Yes. Well, I just want you to know, Denise, that I continue to pray for not only you, but for your mom as because cancer is a serious illness, and I have been dealing with that. Um, my oldest sister passed away from stage 4 lung cancer. So I'm not going to claim to understand um, what you're going through, but just want to know that you and your mom are in my thoughts and in my prayers. So just please bear in mind. And I know that you're hesitant, but by all means, if you do wish to reach out and speak with me, you have my number and you have the ways to contact me. So please please bear that in mind. And I'm not trying to impose. I'm just simply showing my concern for you. That's all. So I hope that you take it in the spirit that it's meant. Okay. Another thing you can do is to value yourself. Spend time thinking about the things you have accomplished and the things you are proud of. Allowing yourself to appreciate your worth and your talents without making comparisons or focusing on areas you like to improve. You don't need to be better in order to value yourself, but learning to value yourself can help you to work towards your goals. You're quite welcome. You're quite welcome. Yeah, you know what? Again, like I said before, I'm not gonna claim to know what you're going through. I can just imagine um, what is your situation is, but please bear in mind that you're not alone. You have me to keep you in your prayers, and you have and I'm sure you have many people who love you and care about you very much. And just as a public disclaimer, there's a possibility that I may need surgery myself later in the year, and only time will tell what will occur. Okay, it can help you to think of yourself as you would a friend. How would you treat someone you care about who was in the same situation? In many cases, you might find that you will give them understanding, patience, empathy, and kindness. Show yourself the same unconditional support instead of beating yourself up. Um, Additional ways to increase uh, low self-esteem. Okay. Here are some additional things you can do to help boost your self-esteem. Do something to help you make feel good. Stay physically active. Exercise can help improve the mood. Think about something you're good at. Keep a gratitude journal. Challenge negative thoughts. Spend time with people that make you feel good about yourself. Volunteer to help others. Remember that everyone makes mistakes. Um, and celebrate your accomplishments, both big and small. And that's we're gonna park it here with the article. Let me just give you my take when it comes to this thing. Um, it could be a lifelong struggle dealing with low self-esteem. Um, I'm gonna I'm gonna make another confession. I have been dealing with that as well. Um, I have been told by quite a few people as I was growing up that I would never amount to anything, that I'll just be a fool idiot all my life. And look what I managed to accomplish. Okay. I'm the first member of my family to graduate from college with a bachelor degree. I have my own home, which I own. I happen to be a successful municipal employee. I'm very active within our union, and I'm also loved and supported by many people. Uh, so the fact that there's so many people in my life that value me and care about me speaks volumes regarding the type of person I am, and also speaks volumes regarding what what a person can achieve if if they have the proper mindset. Okay. And I see here Denise has another interesting comment, which is if you really want to overcome low self-esteem, just keep yourself extremely busy. I promise you that you'll never feel that low again. You know what, Denise? You are 100% correct. Okay, you are. I cannot agree. You are 100%. And just to give you an idea how busy I have been, uh, now I'm working on one platform, but two platforms. Denise, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. That's what I've been doing. First of all, I have been doing a lot of overtime due to the what's the term, the so I've been doing 40 hours of overtime every week, plus a 35-hour job, plus working on two platforms, plus attending a whole bunch of virtual meetings and what have you. So believe me, what you say is true. Okay. Because once you keep yourself busy, you don't have time to think about uh, how deficient you are or what have you. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share another article. Yeah, and of course, Magic agree. Magic. I don't. If you. No, I am not taking people's away. No, I am not taking people's footsteps away. Okay. No, 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 no. If only you knew what I actually do for a living. Okay. But you know what? Okay. Okay. Well, anyway. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share with you another article. Actually, it's called 20 Ways to Overcome Low Self-Esteem in 2023. So what I'm gonna do is drop the link one more time. Okay. And actually the person who wrote this article, her name is Amber Murphy. Okay, let me just. And she says, all these negative emotions come from because we question our feelings too often. You never have a positive response to how that makes you feel. Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. And and I know that you're not able to join the panel, but this would have been a great topic for you to share your insights. But it's perfectly fine. Let me just go on with the article. Do you always have low self opinion of yourself, or constantly think that you're an underachiever and not worthy of compliments or praise? If so, that you can be suffering from low self esteem. But simply self esteem is how you think about yourself or overall opinion. It can also be how you feel about your strength and your weaknesses. Your self esteem can be high, low, or somewhere in the middle. In this article, we will be just focusing on low self esteem and talk about some of the ways to uh, overcome it. Okay.
Okay. Now, I'm not going to go into the how to define low self-esteem because I already define it. And for those of you who missed the beginning of the stream, you can always catch it on the playback. So, here are the 20 ways to overcome low self-esteem. If you're suffering from low self-esteem, you may be wondering if it's possible to overcome it and regain self-confidence. Well, the good news that is that yes, it's possible. In most cases, low self esteem is learned behavior that implies that those inadequate feelings of self worth you are experiencing were taught to you by someone else or started because you were focusing on your negatives. So, in order to change this bad learned behavior, you have to start adopting new beliefs and understanding that no one is perfect. Here are some tips to help you overcome low self esteem to start living a better life. Number one. Okay, and I see here, Denise said, you see, my doesn't give you time to. That is true. Believe me, I have been very busy. Or, of course, according to you, I've been depriving a lot of people of their food stamps. But hey ho, you know, they can get jobs. Many things can lead to low self esteem. Some of them are not in your control, while others fully within your power to change. Excuse me? Excuse me? I even dare you to say you have low self esteem because you. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? That's an interesting point. I didn't. Okay. Uh, for example, if you're struggling with body dysmorphia, it could have a negative impact on your self esteem. If you are overweight, for instance, you can start taking an exercise routine, um, such as mindful walking, and start practicing mindful eating. And Denise said, I don't care. All you can do is bird watch and keep busy. Another way you can keep busy, you can go to Parkchester and you can take a brisk walk in a nice cold winter day. When you're exercising, there are changes in your body, both you and both to how you feel and how you look. For some people, this can be a first step in improving their low self-esteem. If you're feeling tired all the time, one of the things that lower your self-esteem, then it can overcome this by turning off the computer and television a few hours earlier and try to get at least 8 hours of good sleep every night. Create a night routine that makes it easier for you to unwind at night. Getting adequate sleep will help you to keep your mind and body healthy. You'll also wake up earlier, feel refreshed and full of energy, which can help you accomplish more throughout the day. Number two, talk to a mental health professional, which is something that's we all need to do from time to time. Those who struggle with self-esteem issues should consult with a mental health professional. Raising low self-esteem is difficult, particularly when it arises from childhood trauma. And let's see, we got another comment from my cyber daughter. Exactly. Go to Parkchester and run the rats there. I'll help you lose weight. Okay, we don't have a rat problem in Parkchester. Okay, we have a we have a squirrel problem. Okay, we don't have rats. We don't have little mousies over there. So okay, so and of course, therapy says therapy is good. I agree. Parents who give too much or too little praise can often cause self esteem problems with children. Mental health problems like this should be tackled with a professional. Looking at how your parents compare you to siblings can or other children can often produce issues of self esteem. If you have low self confidence, It's possible that your parents didn't high five you when you did something you were proud of. If they criticize you a lot as a child, it might turn to self criticism.
Number three, accept some flaws.
I know this is easier said than done, but it's a must if you want to overcome low self esteem.
Okay, okay. So now we have decided that rats are so-called squirrels. So I guess New York is turned into a trans-species. Okay, daughter, I love you very much, but we don't have a rat problem. Okay, we have a slight mousy problem. Okay, okay, yes, we do have one or two rats in the subways. Okay,
There will always be things about yourself that you don't like. Try to understand this is true for every other person, no matter how flawless they may seem. One of the tips of overcoming low self esteem is learn to concentrate on your strengths,
not your limitations. Okay, number four,
silence critical inner
voice.
Denise.
Unless you're talking about chihuahuas, maybe we don't have rats that big. Okay, so stop with the cap. Okay, stop with the cap. Okay, now, boy, now you're getting into it, Irby, huh? Okay. Okay.
People with their heads are filled with happy thoughts. Negative thinking won't boost self esteem. One of the signs of low self esteem is negative thoughts. When those thoughts enter your mind, you need to think of the opposite thought. It will take some effort to do this in the beginning, but eventually you'll get better thinking positive naturally.
Okay, and now let's see what we have here as a comment. Okay, Irby, he knows he runs from rats every day. With a principal with an arthritic left knee. There's not much running I'm gonna do. Okay. Uh, but you know what? And of course, she made an interesting point. How they keep from negative thoughts, keep it. That is so true. That is so true.
Unpopular thinking is literally the difference between, excuse me, depression and happiness. If you have confidence, it's only because the thoughts on your mind that make you
What you think. And of course, Irby talking about that he's seeing a rat running with pizza. Hey, the pizza in New York is great. So, I guess, the rats has good taste.
so actively identify which thoughts are causing you low self-esteem. No one can see inside your mind, but you. So self-evaluate.
Is a must. And of course, we have another comment. Those rats are the citizens of New York. The people are the guests. Coming from a city that's known notoriously for smog and a governor like Newsom, I don't know how to talk that way.
Okay.
Five. This might end up being like a 5-hour stream, but try try something new. One common characteristic of people suffering from low self-esteem is the feeling that they are incompetent or underperformers. They think they're incapable of accomplishing certain things. Sadly, this is many times a self-fulfilling prophecy. In order to overcome low self-respect, you must understand that you can do more than you think.
You can start by trying something new, like taking a photography or pottery class. You can also do something like like parasailing or skydiving. If you've never meditated before, learn how to meditate. And let's see what Denise have to say. See, I'd rather breathe CO2 than run from disgusting rats anyway. Denise, the rats are more scared or frightened of us. Denise, you do not need a hazmat suit, okay? Stop with the cap. I mean, look, it's more healthier to live in New York than to live in LA, okay? And in fact, I would suggest that you move to New York and experience it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. I'm a long lifetime New Yorker. With each new adventure or skill that you learn, you add something, another notch to your confidence level. With time, you'll learn that there is literally nothing you can't do when you believe in yourself. Improve relationship problems. Okay, let's see. And of course, this is gonna another comment. They survived COVID. So did I. So did you. So did me. So are we rats now? They are natural. They're being created from God. Okay. I don't know if I want to live in a place when there's a whole bunch of hurricanes and whatnot. But you know what? That's not. We can devote another stream when we can laugh. We can talk about that. Other problems. Okay, everyone makes mistakes. Unfortunately, sometimes they don't tell you that they mess up when they say something that you shouldn't have. So instead, they internalize it and believe that their statements are true. And let's see. Oh, so you're moving the floor? Okay. Well, I would suggest that you move to New York. That way you can get on the subway, you can go to Times Square on New Year's Eve and watch the ball drop and to be hugged and kissed by a whole bunch of strangers. Well, it looks like you've been hanging out with Denise Herbie, but it's okay. Knowing that relationship problems can serve as in any interaction is important. If you're angry towards a person, notice what you say. You might not realize it, but it can. But things you can say permanently, things you say can permanently damage people's psyche. You can't control how they attract your confidence, but you control how you treat others. Catch the other people's thoughts patterns if possible. If a conversation is going awry, try to resolve it in a way that we both feel good. And let's see. I'd rather swing in a hurricane in a month than fight rats every day in New York. Denise, they're more afraid of you than that you are of them. If anything, if that rat see you, they're gonna run the opposite way. A wonderful way to keep relationship positive is to praise often, celebrate other people's wins, and and listen to people's feelings before they become depression or anxiety. Number 7, talk to your low self-esteem. I know this might sound a little weird, but it can be effective overcoming low self-esteem. For example, when you are in a meeting, your low self-esteem might tell you to shut your mouth and nothing worth to say in this meeting. If this happens, silently respond to your low self-esteem saying, "Yes, I have an idea and I'm going to speak it out." And then do it. Even if others don't receive your idea very well, it doesn't mean that it wasn't worth sharing. In beating low self-esteem does not allow you your negative feelings to command you. Stand up to them and overcome them by doing what you think is right. Before you even know it, you will increase your confidence and help grow on the road to achieving all your dreams. Okay, fellow New Yorker, I say that New York is the closest thing to paradise. And of course, paradise is Parkchester. Okay, number 8, help people. The secret of having a healthy self esteem is to boost it through acts of kindness and good deeds. If you're struggling to see your positive qualities, help get a lot of positive feedback simply by helping others. Okay. Probably cheering with them when they win and being supported overall. If another person feel better, you really worry about, especially self-esteem. You have self-compassion because you will see the amount of effort you're putting into. No. Parkchester is a family paradise. Okay. You can raise children here in Parkchester. There are places to shop, there are places to eat. We have public transportation. Okay. It's like heaven on earth. Okay. To me, heaven would be if heaven, my concept of heaven would be like Parkchester, but with angels. Aim is aim to do kind acts at least one a day. However, don't be afraid to look for opportunities online when you can sprinkle kindness. In the end, you will see your mind improve because you're not in your head anymore. You're too busy in the world that you are designing to be better experience for yourself. Number 9. And I can't believe I talked this long for by myself. Try to relax. One of the things that contribute to low self-esteem is a constant feeling of stress. So it's important to know how to relax. When you're stressed, your negative thoughts will take charge. And you'll focus on your weakness instead of your strengths. This will even aggravate your stress and lead you to more low self-esteem. Excuse me. Take time to do something you find relaxing. Practice self-care. Do something, taking a bath, gaming, guided meditation, singing, indoor dancing, etc. This will reduce your stress and help you feel better about yourself. Another way that you can feel better about yourself, be a subscriber to Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron and then binge watch all my streams. Um, I hope you don't mind the self advertising. Number 10. Recognize defense mechanisms. A defense mechanism is a subconscious reaction to a situation. There are multiple defense mechanisms such as projection, denial, repression. If you feel guilty about something, you might naturally use defense mechanism to prevent yourself from internalizing your bad actions. Thoughts or life events. People with low self-esteem tend to use defense mechanisms without realizing it. It's possible to build up too many negative events affected your self-esteem and causes you to protect yourself against more negative experiences. However, we all use defense mechanisms to one point or another. Make sure to recognize when you find yourself doing it to avoid challenges in the future. Number 11. Live in the now. Okay. And I see here Irby also made a suggestion, which is listening music sleep can be good sometimes. Um, what I do is when I get ready to go to bed, I'll put music on
I'll also decide and that you should need.
So, another way to overcome low self esteem is to learn to live in the present and not let the hurts of your past or worries about your future affect your actions. You can achieve this by engaging all five senses. Stop listening for melodious sounds of birds, feel the breeze or air in your skin, smell the freshness of the air, enjoy the beauty of the color of the sky. All these will draw your consciousness into represent and help you right frame of mind when making day-to-day decisions.
Okay. And I see here we have a couple other suggestions. Okay. Which is join a Zumba cast. Uh, let's see. And then take a pottery class. Go for hikes. Go for the gym or write a book. Or you can move the Podchester and you can experience all that here. I know I tend to push Podchester a little bit, but it is my home. I think it's paralyzed over here, despite what some people say. And we don't have a rat problem. We have a slight squirrel problem. Okay. Okay. And it says, do DIY projects from your home, bake, or take a walk in the park. And Parkchester is the perfect place to take walks. I mean, you can take a walk. You can see the trees. You can see this. You can see the stars, and you can see the little squirrels as they make their presence felt. And you'll find out there's no rats in Parkchester. Okay. Number 12. Don't overthink mistakes.
Your thoughts can disrupt your self-esteem. You have your own needs, and so instead of having ruminating thoughts that spiral you downward, aim to stay thoughts
At the source. Okay. Okay. And I see here, learn how to do a credit nails and do it from. Okay. All right. That's something to consider. And I see here we have Gigi in the building. Good evening. Thank you very much. Okay. Well, you know what? I appreciate you stopping by. Um, oh, before I forget, I gotta do my commercial break. Um, Denise Gonzalez has her channel called Latin Explaining, where she produces a great deal of content regarding politics and multiple issues. So I'm going to ask if you have not done so, please subscribe to her channel. And also, Golden Goddess have her own channel. So I'm going to ask. Actually, she had multiple channels. I'm sorry, and she also does a podcast with Multi called Tea with Me and Multi. So I'm going to ask you to please check out her channels and check out her podcast. Okay. Oh, you're starting a new channel too. Um, Denise, would you like to share what your new channel is going to be? Um, or you keep it a secret from your cyber father? Okay. Being mindful of what's going on in your brain is the key for doing this. Every time a negative thought pops into your head, say stop. Believe it or not, it does help quite a bit because it means that you're now present rather reliving the past or fearing the future. Put you back in control. Then you want to keep it step further with people with low self-esteem. We can replace negative thoughts with happy thoughts. Oh, okay. It's okay. Oh, good. All right, no problem. Hopefully, at some point, I know that you've been busy. If we can talk amongst ourselves,
Just to catch up, I know you've been busy. I have been busy. So, okay. Remember that negative thoughts can be just beliefs. They're not real. You'll keep making mistakes throughout your life. You all need to do is learn from them. There's no need to beat yourself up or feel incompetent every time you mess up. Do not let a fear disrupt your learning experience. Number 13, be kind to yourself. Why would you be kind to others and be hard to yourself? Okay. One of the tricks of overcoming low self esteem is treat yourself the way you treat your best pal. Be caring, gentle, and forgiving. Love and kindness meditation is one way to sit down and take time practicing some love and kindness to yourself. Sometimes we forget to extend the kindness to ourselves. Accept yourself, love yourself, and feel your self esteem soar. Number 14, list your good qualities. Negative thinking can be the cause of why you can't see through all the good you possess. Okay. Okay. You can build self esteem by writing down your good qualities. You can for help or even family members. Ask for positive feedback so you become more self aware of what people value in you. You might write down a list of good habits to have too. Use this exercise to practice self compassion. One of the signs of low self esteem is that you can't see the good you have. So try to make a list of at least 10 helpful qualities you have and overcome your negative beliefs about yourself. I'm doing fine, thank you. I'm just basically alone by myself, but you know what? It's okay because I have some interaction from the audience. Okay. Oh, another way to keep busy is to have sex. Um, Actually, Denise, I had some information that I wanted to talk to you about, but I didn't want to talk here. Okay, regarding Clara. I was hoping that we would talk and what? Oh no, not a strip club. Do you want your cyber father to be a dirty old man? I mean, it's bad enough you think I'm old as Methuselah, then last thing you... Oh my goodness gracious me. Okay. You might write it down a list of good habits you have too. Okay. I would appreciate it. I really would appreciate it because we have a lot to talk about. Okay. You really want me to go to a strip club? Do you want me to lose my Christian card? Oh my goodness. Oh, oh my goodness. And I see Gigi's getting into the action. Jose, well, that overtime money, try to kick. Actually, actually, you know what? I plan to do some traveling. Okay. Uh, One of the places I plan to go is visit LA. Okay. And and visit some people. Okay, because I actually know people in LA. And then now Denise is making an interesting point. The whole point of being a Christian is a sin so that you can get forgiveness.
Um, you know what? I'm not even going to touch that comment because I have said certain things in the past that put me in trouble, and so I'm not going to go. I am not going to go there. Okay. And then Denise says, okay, first of all, I'm not a boring Christian. Okay, I'm not a boring Christian. You know what? Actually complained to me on the confession because he said my confessions were boring. Excuse me. Okay, let's get back to this. One of the signs of low self-esteem is that you can't see the good you have. So try to make a list of at least 10 helpful qualities you have and overcome your negative beliefs of. Okay. No, I can see it now. Oh boy, this is good. Okay, and Denise said, your priest is waiting for you to confess a real sin, Jose. Okay. Let me see if I can finish this last point. Self appreciation and self acceptance are two different things, but are connected. You can appreciate yourself if you don't accept yourself. Sit down, examine your life, highlight the areas where you can do better, and try to work on those areas. Too many times we choose things we know we can't accomplish, and we spend all our time and effort on them. Instead, know your niche and where you're good at, and focus on your hard work, persistence, and dedication, and persistence on that. We'll have areas that we don't excel at. So stop criticizing when you fail at something. Okay. Number 16. Develop new skills. If you believe about yourself true and fear that you have low esteem because you are not good enough, then it's time to stop bad habits and develop new skills. Okay. Okay, and this now let's see what let's see. If you don't sin, your priest has no job. Think about it. Your priest and his job will say, sin is heavily this weekend and ask for forgiveness on Sunday. Okay. Is this your concept of Christianity, Denise? Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna go there. The treatment for self-esteem will boil down to making positive changes. Most advice will tell you you're perfect the way you are, and that's true to an extent. But it isn't life better if you constantly improve yourself? There's nothing wrong with trying to get better. You can read books and about communication and having verbal conflicts with people. If people think you are a jerk and trying to do more kind gestures for others. And let's see. And this is the gospel according to Denise Gonzalez. Jesus died already, so you can go to a strip club, Jose. He understands. You know what? I don't even know how to respond to that one. Oh boy. But you know what? I love you anyway. I love you anyway. Okay. When people make fun on how you dress, you can read articles on how to style your outfits. Whatever is the issue, you can find an article or book or help you fix the area yourself. Number 17. Stop comparing yourself with others. I know society has put expectations on you, but you don't have to meet all of them. If you want to overcome low self-esteem, you need to start learning to live your life and not trying to please others. Never compare yourself with your achievements with those with others. Instead, set boundaries and goals and follow your dreams. Remember that we are all different and each one of us has something unique to deliver. Once you learn to stop comparing yourself to others, you can be much happier with
yourself. Number 18, stop second guessing. For the sake of your breath, health, stop second guessing yourself. It is wrong to do this to yourself, talk to people you shouldn't, because you show sign of self-esteem problem. Instead, you should cut instead of people make a the treatment of these issues will boil down to yourself. Number 19, avoid self-bashing. As you try, okay, and I see GG's entering the comment. Okay, okay, let's see. And she said, "Be careful, Jose. Denise will send you the hell in a handbasket." And then Irby said, "Jose, this is a strip club. I did too before. There was nothing wrong with it. There's some pretty women there. Oh, I'm sure there are pretty women there. Okay. I don't know. I don't think Cloud will appreciate it very much. I mean, number 19, avoid self-bashing. If we try to overcome low self-esteem, remember that we're all human. Everyone at some point in their life infects others. One trick is to overcome low self-esteem is to learn to beat yourself when you make mistakes. Instead, learn from that mistake. Store in your memory and to be using it to prevent you from repeating the same mistake in the future. Always keep in mind that we all learn from trial and error. And let's see. And of course, Denise had to enter this frame. No, Gigi, he hasn't said in over 30 years. He'll be okay. Uh, Daughter, you have known me for what, 2 years? Okay, so in 2 years you know every aspect about me. Okay, well okay. And Irby says the following. Oh, my bad, Jose ain't trying to get in trouble out here. And let's see. No, okay. Actually, let's see what Denise has to say. Take extra money from the overtime, change to $1,005, go to the stripper. Cloud don't have to know. What you don't see can't hurt you. So I'm supposed to go to a strip club by myself. Okay? I don't know what's even worse. Me going to a strip club by myself or trying to find some other dudes to go with me. Okay? I mean, which it's funny because it brings to number 20. Number 20 says surround yourself with positive people. And let's see. If your thoughts and cursing saccharide out doesn't count as a sin, because in the bushes right now, no watching. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so number 20 is surrounding yourself with positive people. What we see and hear around ourselves significantly affects our self-esteem, and sometimes those things may have a permanent effect. Believe it or not, the people you surround yourself or interact in the past have contributed to the person that you are today. Okay, and of course, Denise. Okay, the ladies at the strip are very positive. Saying, by any chance, Denise, are you a spokesman for these people? Okay, are you getting a commission from these people? from based on the number of people who will partake of the activity. Okay. Um, a bunch of ladies doing a lap dance. I don't know if I would call that positive. Okay. If you're trying to feel good about yourself, why surround yourself with people who hate themselves? Why befriend someone who looks down upon himself or herself or has no dream, goals, or purpose in life? Times people are acquaintances with people who want you to be better and who will push you to do the impossible. Imagine being surrounded with lovely ladies that dance for a job. Um, I mean, if okay, no, but men come out very happy after they go there. Um, Question: do you have a problem with melanated night doing the same thing? Just a thought. Okay, start overcoming your self-esteem. Okay, and let's see. The next thing was that's okay. Overcoming low self-esteem is a process. It takes a lot of time and patience. Of course, there'll be times when you feel that there's no change or you're wasting your time. There will be moments when you give up and want to associate with the same people with no purpose in life. Don't let these moments stop you from your journey. Stand up to preserve your bumps, and in the end, you will achieve your goals and live a successful life. Okay. Uh okay. Well, the whole point of this discussion, which is basically a monologue, is how to address low self-esteem. And let's see. No, I'll give him a chance once a year to go. He chooses not to go. I'm a good wife. Okay. I'm just gonna have to take your word for it, Denise. I'm not gonna say yay, nay, or whatever. I'm just gonna have to take your word for it. But I know for myself, I have dealt with issues of low self-esteem, so I had to do many of the things in order for me to overcome that issue. As a person that has battled with low self-esteem, it is something that can be achieved. You just gotta have the determination to take the steps to value yourself, um, to get rid of this thinking and think more positive. Now, the link is there one more time. If anyone wants to join the panel, by all means, they can do so. I have been talking for an hour and 40 minutes, and I'm sure there might be other people that want to hear me, hear other people, the people that want to hear other people speak. So if no one joins the panel, I'm going to stop to wrap it up, and I'm going to do something that I have not done lately, which was sleep in my own bed tonight. So I'm not going to be doing any overtime. So you know what, Irby? I'm sure you're going to find your better half. It's just a matter of time. And to be perfectly honest, you know what's the funny thing about how I met uh, Denise? It is through a disagreement. Okay. Um, and actually, the topic was femicide, and we were talking. Actually, it was on another platform, and the topic about how these women were being killed by men, mainly by their husbands and wives and what have you, for
for multiple reasons. And Denise have said some things where I disagree with, and I shared my disagreements. I was able to do so in a respectful way, and that's how we developed. And I started appearing on her platform on a regular basis. And of course, she was the inspiration for me to have my own YouTube channel. Now I have two YouTube channels, one being Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron, the other one being Golden Spear Folk. Okay. I have to admit, it was fun, um, even with all the women, because I can take it. I know there's some people that get upset, uh, but you know, you have to learn how to live in that system. So, but I'm a little disappointed that only 2 likes. I mean, come on, people, we can do a little bit better than that. Okay, I know this may not be okay. Oh, okay, we're doing better. All right, my back. Okay, and I see we have another comment, which was, as women, we gotta give our men their freedom, but I found out that the more freedom you give, the less they want to go out. I don't. Okay, you know what? That's an interesting discussion. You know what? Maybe that's something you'll discuss when you decide to do live streams again at some point in the future. Okay. And thank you, Irby, for stopping by. Just be safe out there because we're living in crazy times. Yeah. So, so if if no one else wishes to join the panel, and if we don't have any further comments, even comments regarding how the allegedly there's rats in Potchester, even though we all know that's not the case, uh, I will start to wrap it up. Um, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a challenge trying to find time to sleep and all the overtime I've been doing, but I definitely want to do some traveling. Okay, I want to go to the West Coast and visit some people. Okay, but let me talk with you what's going to be the topic. Uh, let's see. Okay. Hey. Okay. Let's see. So let's see. Let me just give me a moment. So topic. No, that's not it. I will. You know what? I will. I will. But you know what? It's just that I'm not gonna lie. Reason why I do these live streams, it's a hobby. It's a hobby, and it's also. I don't believe that. Okay, this is put a one in the chat if Jose needs to go to a strip club. Therapist this week. Oh my goodness gracious me! I do not believe this. I do not. I'll put a one, but he needs a friend or something. Okay. Um. Yeah, I can use it. I can use. Okay. All right. Okay. So actually, oops. Okay. Okay. First of all, let's assume. Okay, let's assume I decide to go to a strip club. Uh, First of all, I wouldn't even know what to do in a strip club. Number one. Number two, are they like unsavory people out there? I mean, just oh, am I looking for? Okay, okay. And Gigi says you can use some titties in your face. Okay, interesting concept. Okay, interesting concept. Um, I kind of wish I kind of wish it was on the panel so we can really. This is more something that we can talk about in the backstage, but it is what it is. So okay, just give me a moment so I can tell you that unfortunately. See, that's the difference. I can take calling and people don't get butthurt, okay? But you know how some people get? Okay, okay. You know what? I love you too. All jokes, you know what? All jokes aside, I love you too very much. Okay, you know you are my cyber chosen. Okay, so the topic for the stream is remain true to yourself. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now you're probably thinking, what the heck? I'm talking about being true to yourself. Sometimes people can put on a fake persona for lots of reasons. Whether it be to get clout, whether it be to get views, whether it be to get whatever, whether it be to impress. So we're gonna have a discussion regarding remain true to yourself, and it's gonna be here this Thursday at 8 o'clock, and on Saturday at 6:30, uh, we're gonna have another round of open discussion. So we will be able to talk about anything, which means you, Denise, you can spend the entire stream talking about me going to a strip club and seeing strippers and whatnot. I mean, being hookers. Well, I mean, I guess because I don't put any limitations on that. And then uh, my next topic uh, after that, on Valentine's Day, we're going to be doing a stream regarding why some creators can't deal with constructive criticism. Okay, now we're going to be doing with those creators who we know who we are. Okay, Denise, be safe, be good to yourself, and be good to children and all those of your family that love you very much. Okay, so we're going to have a discussion now. Due to the fact it's going to be somewhat of a how can I say it, of a mature audience, we're going to do that on Valentine's Day at 9 o'clock. So hopefully, Gigi, um, you will be able to attend. What I will do is, if you do tend to appear on the stream, I will ask a certain individual, please do not try to hop on the panel because I don't want another repeat of what happened between you and the Owl Show. No offense to Al, it's just that I'm trying to run a safe space. But that being said, I gotta admit, it was fun. Um, it was one of the most humorous nearly 2 hours that I participated in, and of course, I want to let everybody know that um, you're more than welcome to make enter your comments in the chat. Um, you know what? Hopefully, um, those who view it now or view it on the playback will get some educational and some entertainment value regarding this stream. Um, and to be honest, I didn't think I'll be talking for almost 2 hours. But you'll be surprised what people can do when you go with the flow. Okay. So I just want to thank uh, Irby, Magic, and of course, two of my favorite cyber daughters, Gigi. Oh my goodness. I am not gonna lie, I have a mischievous and I have a mischievous side. But anyway, I really appreciate all the interaction that has occurred. And even though I was the only one on the panel, I did have a lot of fun. You gotta learn how to laugh at yourself, okay? Okay. Well, in that being case, since no one else is going to join, and I don't see any other comments, okay, I just want to say thank you very much, and I'm just ask you, if you're not done so, please consider subscribing to Uncommon Sense with Hossein Negron, and also Golden Spear Folk. And of course, you're more than welcome to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Okay. And that being said, I thank you for allowing me. Well, I'm glad that I'm glad that you did you did enjoy it. But what I no, but seriously, uh, if you can just let me know um, when you're gonna hop on my panel, so that way I make it clear that the owl show does not appear because I know that you two don't get along very well. Okay, so and of course, Gigi, you can always catch the rest in the playback. So just let me know in the Discord, please, when you're gonna hop on, and I'll make sure that my space is stress free. Okay. So that being said, I thank everybody for allowing me to enter into your devices and for the entertainment. That being said, this has been another episode of Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron. And I just want to say, let's be good to each other. Take care and peace. Oh, okay.